Hello everyone. As we all know, it is a difficult phase of our life. Whole world is fighting against a virus. Don't take stress, but stay informed and stay safe. Today I am going to take the chapter Computer System, in which we will cover the topics: what is computer, its characteristics, its applications, operations, different types of operators used in it, hardware, software, content technology, and convergence of technology. As you have already studied about computer, that what is computer, everybody knows the definition of computer. Then too we are going to revise it. A computer is an electronic device which can process raw data. What is raw data? The data of facts and figures, which is made up of numbers or alphabets, is given in the form of raw data. And computer process this raw data. Process means works upon it, and then after gives us meaningful information, or you can say result. So this is the work of computer. Computer works on hardware and software. All the parts of the computer which we are seeing in this slide, they come in hardware category. So you can say all these parts: monitor, CPU, keyboard, mouse, speaker, microphone, sound cards, motherboard, printer, all these are the hardware parts of computer. Second comes software, because without software computer can't do any task which we give to computer. So software are the instructions, or you can say they are the programs or applications, programs which we give to computer to perform certain task. Software means set of instructions given to the computer to perform a certain task given by the user. So in software, system software comes, application software comes. What is system software? System software is a software, you can say, but with the help of that software computer gets turned on. One program is already kept inside the computer during the manufacturing time, so that it can be turned on itself with the help of that system software. Now we come to application software. There are so many application softwares like MS Word, MS PowerPoint, Excel, so many, MS Office, all the packages of MS Office. So these are the softwares, or you can say application software, which help us to do specific task. Now we'll discuss about characteristics of computer. First we will take speed. Computer works at enormous speed. A computer can execute instructions in picoseconds, nanoseconds, and microseconds. If we say that the speed of a computer is 60 MIPS, MIPS means millions instructions per second. It means that the computer can execute 60 million instructions in a second. Can you believe it? Now comes accuracy. Second point is accuracy. So as we all know that computer gives us 100% accurate result within a fraction of second. But yes, a computer follows the principle of GIGO, garbage in, garbage out. Whatever we will give to computer, it will return in the same way. Means if the computer is given correct data and instructions, then only it will return an accurate result. If you give wrong data, computer will definitely give you wrong result. So understood? GIGO, garbage in, garbage out. Now we talk about diligence. Imagine doing the same work a number of times. You will definitely feel tired and bored. But a computer neither gets tired nor bored doing the same task as many number of times as you want. So it is, you can say it is a diligent worker. It works diligently. Now comes versatility. Computers are capable of doing varied types of tasks. We can play games, we can do mathematical calculations, surf internet, email, draw pictures, listen to music, watch movies, so many things, what not. Everything you can do through computer. Enormous storage capacity. As we all know, it has huge storage capacity. We can store data in internal storage device or external storage device. Internal means RAM, or in hard disk, or in external means like pen drive, CD drive. In CD, pen drive, you can store your data. So, and whenever you want, anywhere at any time, you can retrieve this data accurately. Now we'll talk about basic operations of computer. What are the basic operations? As I have already told you that computers do all input output operations. First we will come to know what is input. So in input, whatever data we give to computer in the form of raw facts and figures. Data is made up of numbers or alphabets, or numbers and alphabets both. That is known as data. And computer process this data, and after processing return you the information after processing. So this input and output operation, what we give to computer and what computer returns, that is known as input output operation. Now we'll discuss about applications of computer. As you are seeing on the slide, we can use computer in business, e-commerce, education, medical, science, communication, quality improvement, better services, better management, data management, entertainment, information accessing and mailing. So many fields. You can think about lot many more fields where we are using computers. So in education, as we all know, computers make our next generation ready for computer dominated world. Computers have been introduced in every school and college. Now a time has come when there can be classrooms without teacher. Really, each student can learn at his or her own pace and can spend as much time on a particular topic as he or she wants. So you can understand how easy the life has become. You can learn from your place. Now you are learning. It is an example of that. So now we will take medicine. Computers are acting as doctors in medicine field, where medical experts like doctors are not available in hospitals, and computers are being used to monitor patients. Many operations are being done by robots controlled by experts. Understood? So you can see how computers are being used in the department of medicine. They are also prescribing medicines. Next is weather forecasting. Supercomputers are great help to meteorologists in forecasting the weather worldwide. This has helped in reducing human and animal casualties and damage to crops. Quality improvement. Computer helps in designing high quality products. Computer aided design software. You might have heard about it, CAD. Students do course of CAD, computer aided design. This software helps engineers to design different machine parts, Computer also helps architects to design buildings, better services. Computers at railways and airways have made the process of reservation and cancellation of tickets very easy and less tiresome. Now people do not have to stand in long queues for reservation of tickets. Nowadays, one can sit at home and contact various travel agencies on internet and get a tour to any place. So you can see computers in banks have improved their services tremendously. Introduction of credit cards. You might be knowing about credit cards, debit cards. They have resulted in easier shopping and drawing of money. Now we don't have to stand in queue in the banks to draw the money. Better management by government. Computers have helped various departments of government in successful planning and control. For example, law enforcement, healthcare, land records, registration, billing, etc. etc. Data management. In the departments like income tax and national stock exchange, where every day enormous amount of data has to be dealt with, computers have helped in replacing huge stacks of files by a few disks and drives. Now comes entertainment, which everyone likes. Besides many interesting games, computer graphics have brought a revolution in the cine world. As you are seeing, Jurassic Park, Godzilla have been made using computer graphics only. Information access and mailing. Internet has been the best gift of computers to our society. Any information about anything can be had anywhere in the world by just sitting in front of computer, mobile phone or a smart television. There are many more applications like desktop publishing, research, defense, space, travel, etc. Where also use of computers have brought a revolution. Basically, there remains hardly any sphere of life untouched by computer, you can say. Now we'll talk about convergence of technologies. What is convergence of technology? Actually, computers have become smaller in size, as we know, cheaper in price, but advanced in technology and more powerful. The processor speed has increased, internal memory has increased, and the versatility of computer, it has no bounds. Communication channels have changed from coaxial cable to Ethernet cables to optical fibers and now wireless networking. Computers are no longer just processing devices. They are more of a data communication and information retrieval devices. You can see various services like www, e-commerce, e-learning, emails, video conferencing, weather forecasting, etc., which have benefited our lives in a great way. And they are the result of convergence technology only, as you are seeing on the slide. So many functions a mobile phone is performing. Your mobile phone is acting like a computer. It is used for communication. It is used as camera. It is also used as you can say sound device. So many functions are being performed by mobile phone. So it is also a good example of convergence of technology. Now we see convergence means. What do you mean by convergence? Integration of voice, video and data technologies. Convergence means integration, when these all things come together, like voice, video and data technologies. Then it is known as convergence of technology. These technologies work on different platforms. The term ICT means Information and Communication Technology. It is very commonly used nowadays. It refers to the union of communication system, audio-visual system, and computer technology. So in a way, you can say convergence of technology and ICT are same. Convergence of technology or ICT, both are more or less same. Smartphones used today are the best examples of convergence of technologies. Earlier, telephones allowed just audio communication, but now a mobile phone is used for audio, as I already told you, video, data transfer, information retrieval, and using internet we can perform all these tasks. The new technologies are not only offering us new features but are also allowing us to integrate the old technology to the new technology. New softwares are not restricted to the new version of operating system or hardware requirement. They are developed in such a way that they can be executed on the old versions of operating systems and microprocessors. For example, a new application in the market will be welcomed if it can run on Windows 8, 7 and Windows 98 as well. Convergence of technology means working together of several devices on different technologies and in different environments. For example, a television set can be transformed into a gaming set for PlayStation and computer screen for full screen viewing. On the other hand, a mobile phone can be used as a music system, camera, or you can use it as a communication device. Now, we will talk about content technology. What is content technology? As we know, ever wondered how by just typing one or two words on the search tab, we get hundreds of websites related to our search? Suppose we want to search some information. We just write keywords in the search tab and hundreds of websites come in front of us. Search engine provides us so many names of websites and we can easily search our information through web. So you can see this data has to be encoded, delivered, retrieved and managed through this technology. Through content technology only this data is being used. It includes markup languages, programming languages like HTML, JavaScript, PDF, Flash, etc. That's all for today. In next session, we are going to meet you soon. Till then, bye-bye. Take care. Okay.